Parts 1 through 3 of Kashtanka. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Kashtanka by Anton Chekhov, translated by Constance Garnett. Parts 1 through 3. Kashtanka, a story. Part 1. Misbehavior. A young dog, a reddish mongrel between a dachshund and a yard dog, very like a fox in face, was running up and down the pavement, looking uneasily from side to side. From time to time she stopped and, whining and lifting first one chilled paw and then another, tried to make up her mind how it could have happened that she was lost. She remembered very well how she had passed the day, and how in the end she had found herself on this unfamiliar pavement. The day had begun by her master, Luka Alexandritch's, putting on his hat, taking something wooden under his arm, wrapped up in a red handkerchief, and calling, "Kashtanka, come along!" Hearing her name, the mongrel had come out from under the work table, where she slept on the shavings, stretched herself voluptuously, and run after her master. The people Luka Alexandritch worked for lived a very long way off, so that before he could get to any one of them, the carpenter had several times to step into a tavern to fortify himself. Kashtanka remembered that on the way she had behaved extremely improperly. In her delight that she was being taken for a walk, she jumped about, dashed, barking after the trains, ran into yards, and chased other dogs. The carpenter was continually losing sight of her, stopping and angrily shouting at her. Once he had even, with an expression of fury in his face, taken her fox-like ear in his fist, smacked her, and said emphatically, "Plague take you, you pest!" After having left the work where it had been bespoken, Luka Alexandritch went in to his sister's, and there had something to eat and drink. From his sister's he had gone to see a bookbinder he knew, from the bookbinder's to a tavern, from the tavern to another crony's, and so on. In short, by the time Kashtanka found herself on the unfamiliar pavement, it was getting dusk, and the carpenter was as drunk as a cobbler. He was waving his arms and, breathing heavily, muttered, "In sin my mother bore me. Ah, sins, sins! Here now we are walking along the street and looking at the street lamps. But when we die we shall burn in a fiery Gehenna." Or he fell into a good-natured tone, called Kashtanka to him, and said to her, "You, Kashtanka, are an insect of a creature and nothing else. Beside a man you are much the same as a joiner beside a cabinet maker." While he talked to her in that way, there was suddenly a burst of music. Kashtanka looked round and saw that
Sample complete. Ready to continue?